What if your cat is not avoiding food, but waiting? You fill the bowl in the morning, sits untouched. The house moves through its day. Footsteps, voices, doors opening, phones ringing, energy rising and falling. Hours pass, and still nothing. Then night arrives. The lights dim, the rooms settle, the air feels different, and only then your cat eats. If you have ever noticed this pattern, it can feel puzzling, even slightly worrying. Why refuse food all day, only to approach it when the world goes quiet? Tonight, we are not looking for a quick answer. We are looking at the layers beneath the behavior. Welcome to Cat Facts Funny, a calm space where we explore the quiet architecture of feline psychology and the small decisions that reveal a much deeper logic. Eating is never just eating. For humans, eating is often casual, social, distracted. We eat while talking, scrolling, walking, thinking about something else. For a cat, eating is different. Eating lowers vigilance, even indoors, even in safety, even in a home they trust. When a cat lowers their head to a bowl, their visual field narrows. Their awareness shifts downward. Their body posture changes. In that moment, they are not scanning the room in the same way. Instinctively, this is exposure. And instinct does not disappear just because the walls are safe. So before we ask why your cat eats at night, we need to understand something simple. Eating requires a felt sense of security. Not just hunger, security. The crepuscular layer biology still speaks. Cats are crepuscular by nature. This means their energy rises at dawn and dusk. Their ancestors hunted in low light, when prey moved and visibility favored stealth. Even the most domesticated indoor cat carries this rhythm quietly in their nervous system. Night does not feel like an ending to them. It feels like activation. When the house darkens, something subtle shifts inside their body clock. Their senses sharpen. Their alertness becomes comfortable rather than strained. Food, in that context, aligns with instinct. But instinct alone does not explain everything. Because some cats eat freely during the day, and some do not. So we move deeper. The daytime environment, invisible pressure. Look at your home during the day. Even in a calm household, there is motion. Micro-noises, shifting energy, conversations, objects being moved, footsteps crossing rooms, light changing through windows. To a human, this is normal background life. To a sensitive animal, it can be layered stimulation. Some cats are highly adaptable. They filter noise easily. They eat despite activity. Others are observers first. They monitor, they track, they wait. It is not fear in the dramatic sense. It is regulation. If the environment feels slightly unpredictable, the body may choose alertness over vulnerability. And eating, as small as it seems, requires vulnerability. So they postpone it, not consciously, physiologically. The social dynamic of the bowl. There is another layer many people overlook. Social positioning. In multi-pet homes, feeding time can carry subtle hierarchy. Even without aggression, even without visible tension. One cat may eat first, another may step back, a third may circle the room before approaching. If your cat eats only at night, ask gently, what happens around the bowl during the day? Is there movement near it? Is it in a high-traffic area? Near appliances? Near doorways? Near unpredictable spaces? Sometimes the location of the bowl creates low-level pressure. At night, that pressure disappears. The hallway is empty. The kitchen is still. No one is passing by, and the bowl finally feels neutral. The emotional atmosphere. Cats' red nervous systems. They are extraordinarily sensitive to human regulation. Stress in the room is not invisible to them. If the day carries tension, even subtle tension, your cat may stay in a higher state of alertness. Even excitement can create stimulation. Children playing, guests visiting, conversations rising and falling. None of it is bad, but it is energy. And some cats prefer to eat when that energy settles into quiet neutrality. Darkness often brings that neutrality. The world softens, voices lower, movements slow, and your cat's body says now is acceptable. Control and timing. There is also something deeply feline about timing. Cats are not reactive feeders by nature. They are calculated. Waiting is not weakness. Waiting is strategy. When a cat chooses to eat at night, it may also be an expression of autonomy. They are aligning feeding with their internal rhythm, not with the household schedule. In a subtle way, this is self-regulation. They are not being difficult. They are being precise. The quiet confidence of darkness. Humans often associate darkness with vulnerability. For cats, it can feel like advantage. Their pupils widen. Their hearing sharpens. Their whiskers detect subtle shifts in air. In low light, they feel capable. And capability reduces anxiety. A cat who feels capable is more willing to lower their head to a bowl. So night eating can sometimes reflect not fear of day, but comfort in darkness. When it may mean something more, there are, of course, moments when behavioral shifts deserve gentle attention. If night-only eating appears suddenly, or is accompanied by withdrawal, weight loss, or changes in litter habits, it is always wise to observe carefully and consult a veterinarian. But when the pattern is stable, consistent, calm, it is often personality, not pathology. Some cats are simply quieter beings. They prefer the margins of the day. They live in the softened hours. What this says about your bond. If your cat waits until the house is quiet to eat, it does not mean they distrust you. In fact, it may mean they trust the rhythm you create. They know the pattern. They know that night brings stillness. They know nothing unexpected will happen. That predictability is part of the bond. Over time, some cats gradually begin eating earlier. As confidence deepens, as the nervous system learns the space is consistently safe, others remain night eaters for life. And that is not a problem to solve. It is a rhythm to understand. A different way to see the bowl. Next time you notice the untouched bowl during the day, instead of interpreting it as refusal, try seeing it as timing. Your cat is not ignoring nourishment. They are choosing context. And context in the feline world is everything. Eating at night means, when a cat only eats at night, it is easy to interpret the behavior as stubbornness, or preference, or even defiance. But most feline patterns are not statements. They are adjustments. An adjustment to light, to noise, to energy, to vulnerability. Eating is one of the few moments a cat must lower their guard. And if they choose darkness for that moment, it may simply mean that darkness feels more predictable than daylight. This is not about drama. It is about regulation. Your cat is not trying to confuse you. They are aligning nourishment with the hour that feels safest inside their body. And when you begin to see it that way, the untouched bowl during the day stops looking like a problem and starts looking like patience. So the next time the house grows quiet and you hear the soft sound of kibble in the bowl, pause for a moment. That sound is not random. It is a decision shaped by instinct, environment, and the quiet math of safety. Your cat is not simply eating. They are choosing the hour that feels most stable to them. And when you begin to notice these small timings, these subtle preferences, you start to understand something deeper. Your cat lives by rhythm. And trust grows when you learn to respect it. Eating is a special times both human and cats being aware of that will bring a quality to interactions and relations. Instinct and regulation. The behaviors that puzzle us are often the behaviors rooted deepest in instinct and regulation. When a cat only eats at night, it is rarely random. It is a quiet negotiation between biology, environment, and emotional safety. And once you see that pattern clearly, the mystery softens. You stop asking, why won't they eat? And you begin asking, when do they feel most secure? Thank you for slowing down and observing with me. If these reflections help you see your cat in a new light, subscribe to Cat Facts Funny and continue exploring the quieter side of feline behavior. where small patterns reveal deeper truths. Until next time, notice the rhythm. Your cat already has one.